Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, as usual, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start it off by giving all the glory and infinite praise to the true and only living powers. And the names are Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakaha Kadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone who I'm taught and do learn this truth 100% from. Peace and blessings be to all you Wakim who are serving Yahweh Shema Shan, sincerity, hoping for mercy, as well as salvation in these latter days, man. To you I say Shalom and Yahweh Shema Shan Brakathun. So I got these two videos that I want to play. I'm telling you, man, hey, we here. You know, as bros say, shit, it's June. It's June. You know, so all you other, camps out there that teach that the mark of the beast is anything other than the micro C-hip, you got some explaining to do, and you really gonna have some explaining to do once they really start to implement this thing, man, because this is where this system is heading to. Right, as we say repeatedly, they crashing the current system, right, to roll in a digital system. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and play this real quick, and then I'm gonna grab some scriptures.
No, I don't have any side effects.
Do you have any?
I don't have any.
Can you?
And he's saying that he doesn't have any side effects. All right, but you will have some side effects to it. All right, because the scriptures say so. You know, that technology that you put in your body, you don't know what it's gonna do. You know, as the elder from California say, they pouring syrup on shit and calling it pancakes. They gonna come out here and make it look like glitz and glamours the whole time, right? That's quote unquote godlike technology that's gonna make you a perpetual slave to this man's system. They gonna be able to, and not to even mention that's radio frequency in your damn body, man. You know, the scriptures say that it's gonna cause a great sore. All right, I wouldn't be surprised if this nigga end up getting cancer, or this nigga brain just gets fried or something. All right, they're gonna come out here and make it seem like, yeah, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that, and it's gonna do those things. All right, the miracles of the beast. All right, he's gonna cause a, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna say he's gonna deceive you into getting it, that's part of it, but he's gonna push this shit out, and it's gonna get the attention of a lot of people, man. All right, a lot of people gonna see what it's doing, and we're able to communicate telepathically, and I could just text and call somebody, just the thought of it. They're gonna make it seem like this shit is sweet. All right, but the punishment for taking this man's technology, because once you take it, you no longer belong to Yahweh Shema Shai. Right? Once you take it, you merge with this man's technology. Right? They call this shit transhumanism, and once you take it, you have basically X'd yourself out. All right, and the only way that you just gonna have to be reborn into the kingdom, and the Lord is gonna have to fry you, in other words, man. That's the punishment for it. All right, but starting with the elders and the apostles, the great millstone, on down to, the younger brothers such as myself, the message has been put out, and the message has been relayed time and time again, constantly, man. All right.
Feel it?
I can't feel it. I was able to do it, and then I did it.
And how long did that take you?
And this nigga just look off. You just look at him. He just look off as hell.
It took me about a week.
And then you went home and
I practiced at home.
And so what do you think the biggest benefit of this is?
The biggest benefit is that it's going to help people with spinal cord injuries, and people with Parkinson's disease, and people with epilepsy, and people with depression, anxiety, and all these different things. I could still move the mouse with my mind.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I had. It's actually pretty cool.
Is it like a chip?
It's a small chip, yeah.
So I'm curious about the device itself, the actual, how long did it take you to get used to it?
It was a process, it took a few months to really get comfortable with it, but now it's just part of me, in my head.
Can you show us?
Can you show me where?
Right here.
Like I said, because you merged with the technology. He said that was just a part of him. It took him a little bit to get used to it. Yeah, because that's some foreign shit you put in your body. All right. But once your body starts to get used to, you basically become one with it. All right. Your flesh starts to, build around it, so to speak. Your tissue start connecting to it.
So the future is going to be amazing. We're going to be able to do so much more.
Do you have any side superpowers? I think is
The future is going to be amazing until the missiles come. All right. And then once the missiles come, this shit's not, you people are going to be in distress, man. All right. The scriptures say in the book of Revelations, I believe it's 7 and 10, or maybe 10 and 7, that the Most High is going to lift the mystery. All right. Once the Lord come back with them chariots and the missiles is dropping, you're going to realize that you fucked up. All right. You're going to be open up and you're going to be like, damn, I shouldn't have took it. All right.
probably good. It could, help people that have brain or spine injuries, enable people who've never spoken for years to speak again, which we've done. Give people eyesight who have lost both eyes or the optic nerve, or maybe have never even seen at all, blind from birth. By direct interface to the optical centers in the brain, you can actually restore eyesight, or give people eyesight that they've never had before. And you can enable people to walk again, which I think is profound. I mean, these are kind of Jesus level things, let's say like when technologies are hitting like Jesus level miracles, that's pretty good.
Yeah. How do you, again, it's asked a lot, but it's fun to ask it to you. How do you prioritize? I mean, because you're right, you've got multiple deities here if these are Jesus level solutions.
Yeah.
Which one do you serve?
All right, I'm gonna show you guys this video of someone who already received the Neuralink chip inside of his brain and how he's able to interact with things after this chip. I just want to say this real quick though, that although he's saying, he's boasting of Jesus level miracles, Jesus never had to put anything inside of anyone to get them to see or to restore whatever the case may be, whether it was someone who was lame and couldn't walk, someone who couldn't hear, someone who couldn't see, someone who was bleeding for 18 years. All Jesus had to do was give a command. And so as much as we can try to imitate Jesus level miracles, there's never going to be anyone that can perform what Jesus has done. Just want to say that real quick. And Jesus is still doing these miracles. Jesus' miracles are still being done through the hands of the children of God. Okay, but let me show you this guy who already received the Neuralink chip. Let's check it out.
So what can you show us that as a demonstration of what you can now do?
Here we go. This is the Link app. This is how I control everything. This is the app that they've uploaded onto my computer that lets me control the cursor. This is my devotional that I've been reading all the time, every day. And then this is me playing chess.
So wait a minute. You're moving the cursor. You're moving the cursor, Nolan, just by thinking about where you want it to go, or is it your eyes?
No, it's just me thinking about.
I want to show you guys a video.
This the book of Isaiah 14 in verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. All right, as they say. All right, and I ain't going to say it verbatim. All right, but they say that this is able to perform Yahweh Shah type of miracles, man. All right, Yahweh Shah like miracles. All right, that's how this man believes that he is the Most High. This is how he's trying to be like the Most High through his technology. All right, he's able to perform open heart surgery. He's able to perform brain surgery. He's able to do, implants on certain organs. You know what I mean? And most importantly, through his Neuralink, through his C-hip. right? If you take it, you're able to walk. You know what I'm saying? If you was once paralyzed, you know, if you were blind, you're able to see. You able to, you know, fuck around, pull up holograms, or ain't no telling what it's all gonna allow people to do. All right, but this is gonna be them pouring syrup on shit and calling it pancakes. And you best believe, hey, believe you me, they gonna use Jake to get other Jakes and other Israelites, right, to take it. You know what I'm saying? Just like how they had motherfuckers promoting, you know what I'm saying, Jake to go and take the, you know, the jump shot. It's gonna be no different. Your favorite celebrity, your favorite rapper, hey, them niggas are gonna be promoting this shit. All right, they're gonna be promoting this shit on ads. They're gonna do all type of shit to get people to go take it, and most importantly, they gonna crash this system to get you desperate enough. You know what I'm saying? To where people gonna be lining up to go take that shit, man. All right. So as usual, let's go to Revelations 13 and 15. And it reads, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right. Once they roll this system in and you're actually against this system, you're going to be on that red list, right? You got the red, blue, and the yellow. The people who are speaking out against this shit, you are on a red list. And you more than likely are on a list to get shipped to a concentration camp. This is why, we got to be prepared to, you know what I'm saying, face this persecution, man. Right? Especially with us being in the ministry and we the main ones on the front line pushing against this shit. Right? Pushing against it that Jake don't take it. You best believe they gonna come after us, man. They monitoring brothers and all, man. All right? It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. It don't matter which hand you take it in. All right? Any hand that you take it in, right? You gonna get your ass destroyed pursuing the Revelation, the 14th chapter. All right? And I say that because I remember them IUIC niggas used to say, well, what if I take it in my left hand? What if I take it in my butt cheek? I remember when I first came into the truth, it was about 7 years ago. I pulled up, this is when I first started learning from Great Millstone. I remember before I started learning from GMS, I used to chop it up with this dude from IUIC named Alazar, you know, light-skinned cat. You know, I pulled up, I remember brothers told me, they was like, man, you don't even go. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to go just to see what they talking about, you know, I'm going to let you witness it yourself. And I did. Went over there, I'm asking this nigga questions and shit. And the whole time, dude was making mockery, you know, calling it a potato chip. You know what I'm saying? But it's showing you right here. All right, in their forehead.
Do you have any side
effects? Nigga right here.
About a week.
Bit of this.
And all these different. Yeah, I have.
Literally in his forehead, but it's in his mind, man. All right, this is what it's talking about. If you gonna want to buy, sell, maneuver, function properly, so-called, in this society, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to get down with the get down. All right, but what Jay failed to realize is that all this money that you stocking up and shit, that you stacking or whatever, that you think that you're going to be able to take with you in the future and build generational wealth with, man, don't you know that in order for you to keep that shit, you're going to have to get down with the system? And even then, you're going to be on the same level as everybody else because they destroying the middle class. All right, you're going to have the poor and you're going to have the motherfucking rich. Point blank, period. Ain't going to be no in between, man. All right, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right,